Holy shit, that was a trip.
Life is just something we watch unfold.
What's inside?
Everything.
So Devs is a new science fiction thriller miniseries on Hulu that was created, written, and directed by Alex Garland, the same man who brought us Ex Machina and Annihilation. Now, before I give you guys my very quick explanation of the synopsis of Devs, because I want to be as brief as I possibly can with you guys on this one, before I even saw Devs, I went into the show as cold as I possibly could because the only thing I knew about Devs was that it was a sci-fi show that starred Nick Offerman and that Alex Garland had wrote and directed the entire miniseries. So what I'm going to do for you guys is that I'm going to give you guys the very gist of what the show is. Also, just to let you guys know, I will be talking spoilers later in this video, and the spoilers have to do with episode 7 because there's a certain conversation that takes place into which I have to talk to you guys about. In Devs, we follow a character named Lily who finds out that something very, very bad has happened to her boyfriend. So, as a result, she conducts an investigation to find out not only what happened to her boyfriend, but what exactly is going on in Devs. Alrighty guys, so let's get into Devs. So Devs was a show that I was interested in mainly because it was created, written, and directed in its entirety by Alex Garland, who, if you ask me, is a master when it comes to storytelling in the science fiction genre. But specifically, Alex Garland's work on Ex Machina and Annihilation, to which you guys know how much I loved Annihilation, so knowing that he was working on a miniseries, I was all in from the start. And man, to put it simply guys, this show, like I mentioned beforehand, this was a fucking trip. I mean, oh my god. First of all, starting off with the performances, everybody in Devs absolutely crushes it. There isn't a single person in the show that stands out as a sore thumb, but if I were to give my 3 standout performances, they would easily be Nick Offerman, who I thought was absolutely incredible on the show. Also Zach Grenier, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name, and then Sonoya Mizuno, the girl who plays Lily, to which if I did just butcher your name, I am so sorry. With Sonoya Mizuno, who plays as Lily in Devs, the best way I can describe Lily's journey in the show is to compare it to Vera Miles' character in Psycho. That's the most I can say about Lily's character in Devs without giving away anything more than that, because her journey in Devs kind of mirrors to what Vera Miles' character goes through in Psycho. That's all I'm going to say when it turns to that. But I gotta tell you all, Sonoya Mizuno in Devs, I want to see her in more stuff. She was that good. But man, I gotta tell you guys, when it comes to Zach Grenier's performance, and by the way, it's not just his performance in Devs, but the way how he comes off. There are just scenes in Devs into which he just looks at a character and the look in his eyes, he gives this dead eye look that just creeps you the fuck out. Like, there are a couple of scenes into which the way how he looks into a character, or when he looks into the camera, I was just like, get away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Oh my god. He is so creepy and he is so sinister, and he gives the look of intimidation without acting, without saying a damn thing. And throughout the entire show, whenever he got into a room with somebody, whenever he didn't have a smile on his face, I was scared shitless for a character. And of course, I have to talk about Nick Offerman. Now, Nick Offerman, if you guys have seen Nick Offerman's works before Devs, he was more of a comedy guy, appearing in such things as 21 and 22 Jump Street, and also Parks and Rec, to which I need to watch the entirety of that show because I've heard nothing about good things about that show. But now with Devs, Nick Offerman gets a chance to show his range as an actor, and I gotta tell you guys, this is one of his best performances that I have ever seen. Now, of course, as you can probably imagine, throughout the show, there are moments into which Nick Offerman shows his dry sense of humor, but throughout the show, he mainly goes through 2 different performances. One of them being with this emotionless robot because of what he has to do of his work in Devs, but also he goes through these moments where he shows this emotion due to what he's trying to also accomplish because of his past life, to which I'm not going to get into because spoiler's sake, obviously. But I gotta tell you guys, Nick Offerman in the show is nothing short of phenomenal. I want him to get nominated for a Golden Globe, or well, let's face it, the Golden Globes are kind of a joke, but either a Golden Globe or an Emmy, because Nick Offerman really does deserve some type of consideration in this show, because I thought he was truly phenomenal in this. Now, one particular thing that I absolutely loved about Devs is not just the plot of the show, but the journey that the show takes you on, because holy shit. This is a show that will not only probably blow your mind into a million pieces by episode 6 in particular. And not just episode 6, but episode 5. Holy shit, the mind fuck that episode is. But I gotta tell you guys, Devs is a show that throughout not only had my mind blown, but there are simple conversations that'll make you think, holy crap, that was deep. And not just that, but for the most part, Devs is such an unpredictable show. I mean, oh my god, there are so many moments throughout Devs that had me gasping or that had me going like, holy shit! Or in a couple of parts had me doing, what? Especially in the first episode, I want to say after the first 30 to 40 minutes, there was a particular event that I didn't see coming at all, and I just thought, where in the hell is the show gonna go? Another thing that I gotta give my praises to about Devs is the cinematography. Not only is the show gorgeously shot, but oh my god, the show has such a fucking awesome look to it. When it comes to the work of Rob Hardy, I gotta tell you guys that Rob Hardy is becoming one of my favorite cinematographers out there, because the way that Rob Hardy shoots, he has this way of lighting up scenes that he gives a very glossy look without having the lights just overpower everything in that scene. In particular, I love the way how he uses colors, especially when you go inside the Dev's actual workplace. By the way, I gotta give also huge praises to the production design, because the design of this place is some of the coolest production design I have ever seen in a sci-fi show. Like, it looks that cool. And something else that I gotta give a quick mention to is the music for this show. I mean, the music for Devs, to put it simply, euphoric. One thing that I particularly loved about Devs is how the show goes into the themes of free will versus determinism. Now, this is where I will get into spoilers, particularly for episode 7. Now, if you guys have not seen Devs, please go check it out, because the show is just incredible nonetheless. But this is a particular sequence into which it's just a simple conversation, but it goes deep into these themes, and it just made me think, holy shit. So basically, in this scene, Lily has a conversation with a character played by Allison Pill who works in Devs, and the characters have a conversation into which Devs basically shows that within what they're doing, that there is no free will and everything has been predetermined. Basically, what Allison Pill's character does in the scene is that she just simply pushes a pen across the table, to which Lily says, all you did is that you just pushed a pen. And then she says, well, why'd I do so? And then Lily says, to make a point, to which Allison says, exactly. Just that dialogue alone made me think, well, yeah, she did it for a purpose. I don't know why, but that simple thing just made me go like, holy shit. Wow. And another thing that Devs does so brilliantly is that this show goes into the theory of the multiverse, to which that's all I'm going to say about that, because I'm just going to leave it to you guys to watch, because there are a couple of sequences into which it will probably blow your mind. Now, as far as my issues go, there's only 2 that I can think of. Like I had mentioned before, Devs, for the most part, is a pretty unpredictable show, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there are maybe 1 or 2 parts into which I just thought, okay, something's gonna probably happen here, and I was right. And something else that I will say is that at times I feel like the show does rely on coincidence or to get us to the plot, but otherwise, that's really it. So overall, Devs is not only a trip, but at the same time, this is one hell of a mindfuck. Throughout Devs' 8 episodes, not only did this show have me guessing, it had me on the edge of my seat, but of course, as you can probably imagine, I was mind blown by the end. All in all, Devs was a mindfuck of a show, and I am going to give Devs a 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you guys love science fiction shows, or if you guys are huge fans of Alex Garland's work like myself, please check the show out. It's on Hulu with all 8 episodes, so guys, get ready for one hell of a binge. Alrighty guys, so comment down and let me know below. Have you guys seen Devs? What did you guys think? Did you guys love it or did you even hate it? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I'm also on Snapchat and Stardust, so if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and the usernames are in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Devs. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell whenever a new video of mine goes live. If you guys would like to see any of my previous 2 videos or reviews, please click either right there or there. And of course, until my next video or review, I will see you all next time.